everyone. Welcome to the Footy Express Show. Welcome back, viewers. And we're going to have a nice chat with our fellow guests. Okay. And also, viewers who's the first time on our show, please subscribe and like our channel and also support us and on our social media platform. So, tonight we're going to have Dennis, that's a Manchester United supporter. Okay. Welcome, Dennis. And
Hi
also,
guys.
we have Patricia. That's an Arsenal supporter all the way from Nigeria. Welcome,
Yes,
Patricia.
viewers.
We're
Hi,
also going to
viewers.
have our friend Craig, which is a Tottenham Hotspur supporter, which will log in a bit soon, a bit later. I want to welcome you guys to the show. So tonight's show is all about the Europa League. So
Exactly.
I want to hear about what you guys have to say about your teams and also about the Europa League. And we're obviously going to discuss a lot of things about football as well, and also about general things about football, and also about the money in the game. I think that's going to be a hot topic tonight. So we're going to start with the league fixtures for tonight. Tonight is the round 32. Okay, the first leg of the round 32. Okay, so
Yes.
now we have Craig, guys. Welcome, Craig.
Hey, well, thanks, man. That's all.
Welcome, Craig. Craig is a Tottenham Hotspur supporter. I think he's probably the biggest Spurs supporter in Cape Town.
Hi,
How's it going?
Chris.
so,
What's up,
so
Craig?
tonight, so tonight, I'm just gonna show the fixtures for the Europa League. Okay, so the fixtures for tonight is obviously I'm gonna go to our games that we obviously have to discuss tonight. We got Man United. Obviously, the game's gonna be played in an hour's time. Man United against Real Sociedad, and we also have Spurs. Okay, Arsenal is also playing Benfica as well, and I think Spurs are playing Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg.
Okay, so Arsenal's game is a bit later though. But we're gonna start with Man United. But before we start with the game, Dennis, I just want to
Yes.
know, where does the influence come from? When did you start supporting Man United?
Yeah, actually, quite from a young age, actually, because it's weird. None of my family members support United, so it's just me in my household. So
So what
dad's
is the
Arsenal,
what who they so what
uh,
teams do they support basically?
Arsenal, Liverpool. So I always remember the Arsenal United game, younger FA
Yeah,
Cup games, league games, and I always remember United always used to beat Arsenal, and
yeah, no, that's that's
That's
how
how I
you
fell
felt
in love.
about Man United. So, what about this season? Okay, I know, look, Arsenal and United are used to playing Champions League football.
Yeah,
So, that's through the years. I mean, United and Arsenal was for a decade, over a decade, United and Arsenal was the biggest clubs, two clubs that basically battle together. Okay, Ferguson and Wenger. But at the moment, currently, Arsenal United, I can say, it's not really challenging for. They're not in the Champions League. Look, you guys were in the Champions League, Man United, but obviously you did not qualify
yeah,
for.
that's
You got
it.
knocked out in the Champions League.
But
So
yeah.
I just want to know, what is the issue at the moment with United? Why can't they go further than the knockout stages?
I think it's a mentality thing. I mean, you look at the work Solskjaer has done over the what 2 3 years, and honestly, I think he's done a good job comparing the to the squad Mourinho had and to now. It's a massive difference. Play style of play, the players, the actual mentality of the players, the mood in the club, where the club wants to go. It's a completely different mentality at the moment. And I think, look, one or two positions is a concern. at the moment. So I think if Oli can get the backing and secure the players that he needs in those positions, I think United can be challenging Liverpool and City next season for sure.
Now you mentioned Jose, that Oli has a better style of play, but remember Jose's first season, or I'm not sure, Jose's first season or second season, he won the Europa League, and he actually won about 3 cups, if I'm correct. So
I'll say
I
two
think,
cups.
well, yeah, I personally think that I know Ollie's doing well in the league, right? But for me, like I always tell you, that silverware is where they judge you, right? So for me, I think personally, I don't. He didn't overtake Josie yet because of he did not win any silverware yet. Yes, he's doing well in the league, but Josie's won the Europa League. Can Ole Gunnar Solskjaer win the Europa League? What do you think?
Not this season. I highly doubt it. For that defenders we have that can't protect a shot on goal, that can't back up their goalkeeper, we're not winning anything this season. I'm telling
Because
you that
look,
for sure.
I'll be honest with you. You got United supporters believe that Man United can win the Champions League. That's what they thought because I didn't think that you guys could because you guys are still bowling like Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal started a bit of better than United. United struggled in the league, and obviously you guys got knocked out in the Champions League. That's why you're playing in the Europa League. Now you're doing better in the league. Unfortunately, you fell away from Man City. Man City is doing quite well in the Champions League, but I I think you can win the Europa League if you see the teams that's in there. But like you said, you guys got a defensive problem. It was very inconsistent though.
Massive problem, yeah. Because I mean, if you look at the past history of United when it comes to the team we're playing tonight, for example, Spanish team, it's been a while since we actually beat a Spanish team in a European tournament. So it's
Yeah,
been a
someone
couple of
mentioned
years.
that. I didn't know
So
that.
I
Someone
don't know
mentioned here.
what it is. I don't know what it is, but when it comes to Spanish teams in a European competition, United seem to struggle. And I don't know if it's a mentality issue or what it is, but I can't. I think the last time we beat a Spanish team in a European competition was probably under Ferguson, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I
look,
think we've lost under Van Gaal against Athletic Bilbao, Jose, Seville. So in the Champions League last season, Europa League again against Seville. So I don't know what it is with United and Spanish teams that we can't seem to get over that hurdle.
yeah, look, United is quite doing. They done well through the years in the Champions League. If I'm correct, you guys only won the Europa League once in your history.
Yeah,
You got a lot of Champions League titles, which you
three.
guys are battling. Which you guys are battling with the Liverpool supporters. So you guys only won the Europa League once, and obviously you guys won the Super Cup. So your history has a good a good history of European football. So you guys are not actually you guys are quite good in that. That's why I'm saying the like you said the mentality maybe is not right at the moment, but I do think that it takes time, especially if you have a manager who's been there for over 25 years. You
Yeah,
can't replace that kind of managers. The same with Arsenal. Arsene Wenger was there over 20 years. You can't replace these guys. So I do think any team with the big clubs have a chance to win the Europa League. So what do you think about Pogba though? He's like a scapegoat for all United supporters. Some love him,
honestly,
some don't.
honestly, I think he's gonna leave at the end of the season. I think this is his last season. I think when he came to United, he was sold a project. I don't think the club followed through with that project up until this point. So, look, he's an ambitious guy. He wants to win trophies, wants to be nominated for the best player in the world. So at the moment, United are not at that level yet. But look,
Yeah.
if he wants to go, he's free to go. I don't hold anything against him. It's just sad to see that he gets a lot of abuse online and on social media. It's just sad. It's uncalled for. I mean, look, if a player plays rubbish, you can give him stick. But when it comes to other things, I think it's all unnecessary. But look, when we signed Pogba, he was one of the best players in the world. He hasn't lived up to that expectation at United. And maybe I think, it's time, like at every club, every top player has a time where, they want to move on, they want to achieve other things. And sometimes you just need to let those players go.
Yeah, no, he's been jumping ship all the time. I mean, he's been at Juventus, twice in Man United. I do think I agree with you that he might leave United, and I think probably Real Madrid will be his next destination. That's the story going out there. But let's go to Arsenal though. Before we come to Craig with Spurs. Now, Patricia is all the way from Nigeria. Guys, viewers, you are welcome to ask the guests questions about their clubs. Any question, we will put it on, we will answer. So, Patricia, welcome to the Foot Express show, all the way from Nigeria.
Thanks.
Now, you've been an Arsenal supporter for how long?
Well, let's say 20 years now. Been when I
20
was
years.
yeah.
And where did you start? How did you start that you supporting Arsenal?
I start supporting Arsenal when I was like 12 years. Looking at the team.
And I know in Nigeria there's a very, very big support of Arsenal Football Club. And I met a lot of friends as well. And they tell me that how big Arsenal is in Nigeria. Is your family also supporters? Yeah, I think
I think we
Patricia,
lost you.
I lost signal there, but Patricia,
So
we will go to Craig. Patricia, this is back. She's back. Can you hear me?
yeah.
So, is your whole family Arsenal?
No, me and my elder brother alone.
Okay. You support? Is he there at the moment?
No, he's in Ghana.
Oh, okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
what do you think of Arsenal at the moment? Um, they very inconsistent at the moment. What do you think about Arteta?
I think Ateta is a very smart coach, although he's still a rookie. But knowing where he gets his experience from, he been doing his best, considering the circumstance and the condition in which he came in. With this pandemic of 18, players are overpaid. Some players are running down their contracts. The guy has really done a lot of work trying to stabilize that team. You know, when you are a team that are coming into transition, the way Wenger left, having been there for over 22 years, that team can be shaken off. And it takes a smart coach to be doing what he's doing right now. I'm really supporting the guy because of the situation in which he came in. When he took over from Unai Emery, the team was really bad, low in confidence. Some players are not quite good enough to be in that team.
Mm,
So many things gone wrong. So I'm really say that Ateta has done a good job. The money is not getting quite a lot of money to buy the player he really wants. He will working with what is available to him. Not that this season he tried to get the type of player he wants. I tell the club to give him time. The guy will come good. He's a very smart coach. He's
yeah,
intelligent, he's smart, he's very smart, and he's not afraid to make a decision. That's one thing I like about Mikel Arteta. He's smart in making decisions. He's not afraid. He makes decisions based on what he see and what can really work for him. Because at the end of the day,
I think Patricia break up again there.
He will get
So,
it light. He will get it light.
okay.
It will take a lot of
So,
time, a lot of patience.
so Patricia, there's a lot of supporters. I can't really say a lot of supporters, but what I can read on social media that they're not happy with what he's doing, and they always say that they are laying 10th. But like I always said in my previous shows that like
Come
I
again.
mentioned about Ferguson and Unite and Wenger, they were there for how many years? So coming in new coaches to take over from the guys is going to be very very difficult because you must have your own brand of football. It's not about just on the field. It's all about changing the whole clubs and dynamics of the club, starting from the office until on top of the field. You need to change that whole mindset of the whole club to be successful. So I agree with you. He is doing well, but we need patience if we're gonna make top four. It's not easy to make top four anymore, like it used to. So, okay, Patricia having some technical problems on her side though, but we'll come to Craig. Okay, Craig, you a Spurs
Yes.
supporter. Okay, I don't know a lot of Spurs supporters. it's like it's like having City. I was trying to find a Man City supporter for 2 weeks
Yeah.
with a jersey, and finally I've got someone, Shamil, that came and then messaged me and said he's a City supporter. I said, "Where's your kit?" He said, "No, I've got all the kits." So I told him it was hard to find a City supporter. So
Is he
finally,
a
I've got a
teenager?
Spurs supporter, and I know Samantha introduced me to you as well. But let's talk about Spurs. All right, very very good team. But before we go there, when did you start supporting Spurs, and where was the influence?
I started supporting Spurs the time of, if you can remember, Paul Gascoigne, Gary Lineker.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that time, I always liked him before that, but that time really, especially the game, the semi-final against Arsenal, you're sure you'll remember that clearly.
yeah,
Um,
no,
Free kick from Gascoigne, and I think we won 2-1 that day, and then went on to win the FA Cup 1991. So since that time, basically, I've supported Spurs. Yeah.
yeah. So So tell me quickly, Spurs, if you guys don't know, any supporter out there, even Arsenal supporters, Spurs have about 3 European Cups. That's correct. Two Europa Leagues and
And yeah,
about
Conference Cup.
there's one European Cup before that, before it was the whole Europa League.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go back to Patricia, then Craig, I will speak about Spurs and Arsenal. Now, Spurs won 3 European Cups, Europa Leagues, and Arsenal has won European Cups, but actually never won the Europa League, neither the Champions League. So I'm gonna bring up photos, Craig, about when you guys won the Europa League, the European trophies.
Yeah.
This was back in the days. If anyone don't know that Spurs won European trophies.
I think it's
There you
84
go. Yeah, that was
and the league or
oh,
something.
that was years back, as you can
Yeah,
see.
very, very long ago.
So Spurs at the moment is a very, very good team. But at the moment, Craig, let's be honest, you guys are lacking silverware. So
Definitely.
do you
Yeah.
think Jose Mourinho, look, he won trophies at his old clubs before where he was. Do you think he can actually win? Just go to Europa League because you guys are in the final. Do you think he can bring
The
silverware to Spurs? Do you think you can bring silverware to Spurs?
Um, I think so, definitely. Obviously, the style of football changed a lot since Pochettino. Pochettino was very
Are you
attacking,
talking
and
about, are you talking about the bus story?
Yeah, yeah, in a way. But Pochettino was obviously very much free-flowing, attacking football. And at one stage, I remember we were really flying high. That one season when Leicester won the league, and then the following season when Chelsea won it and Spurs came second. I think that was the best seasons of Spurs that I can remember in supporting them in terms of their playing style, and that had the real balance. The defense, the attack, everything was running great. And but then after that, people, I mean, Pochettino, as the time he was been there, was been 5 years there, and at 4 of those years, we got Champions League football. So top four finishes in 4 of the 5 seasons that he's been there. And before that, they only got top four, I think, twice in 22 years. So they got very used to getting a top four position under Pochettino. But still, in the time, like you said, managers are judged on trophies. He never won one trophy in the 5 years that he's been there, even though he's let us play beautiful football and made us really play attacking nice football and produce a lot of talented players. Mourinho has obviously been brought in to get us over the line to win that trophy, and that's his main focus. He's supposed to help us win the trophy. And I think we can do that. I'm very confident, but hopeful that we will win the Europa League. That is the one that I really would like. I know we're in the final of the Carabao Cup. Still, City is a very strong team, obviously, as everybody knows, but that's a once-off game, so anybody can win. But the Europa League is something that I really would like us to win. And I think he can do it, but the players obviously have to be on board with him all the way.
So you guys are still inconsistent in the league.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I don't know about the league. Obviously, the league, we've been very inconsistent. We started very well. I know the game against United was my highlight, the beginning of the season. And
what was the score? Remind
6-1 at Old Trafford, if you remember.
At Old Trafford. But since then,
I remember watching that game very clearly because I watched it at my brother's place, and he's a United supporter, and my dad and my sister. They're all United supporters.
But tell me quickly, man. It's the same like Arsenal was back in the days. We do well. The teams do well, Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspurs. They do well when it comes to after January, February, and then the inconsistency.
They'll fizzle out.
Then they drop off, because they don't have that drive and mentality like the bigger teams to push it through. They haven't really done it yet. So some players have it, as obviously like you can see Harry Kane and Son, and there are players in there that really got that quality. But then you got the younger players that come in, maybe from the maybe where they bought from a lower club, sort of, that doesn't have that same mentality. So they perform 1 week very well, and then the next week if they play against a West Brom or something like that, or one of the weaker teams, Burnley's, then they don't give that same performance. And there's only the handful of players that are keeping the same performance week in, week out. And you need to obviously have that mindset. So every coach needs time, like you say. If the coach can have time to develop that mindset, let him know, take it game. And Mourinho is that type of player, of manager, who will take it game by game. He knows what is needed to win a league. He knows what's needed to win a trophy. So if the players sort of just get on board with him with that, they will achieve that, but it's going to take time. It's only his first full season now. So, but people already the media doesn't like Mourinho, in English media. A lot of them don't like him. So they're waiting for him to mess up, basically.
I personally think that he didn't change with time, and he's still playing the same football. He's doing the same thing that I think he did with Wenger. Wenger didn't change through time, and that was his problem. He didn't change his tactics. He didn't change anything. It's still the same, and football has changed. And that's why the Peps and the Klopps, Jurgen Klopp is dominating the English league at the moment. Look, City is doing well. Liverpool's, again, I'm quite surprised with them that they are inconsistent. I'm not sure if they're the first champions. Actually, out of the title race already, by February. I'm also Liverpool supporters gonna kill me for this, but what champions is out by the title race by end of February? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
quite surprised with that.
The best team in the world, Nigel. The best team in the world, remember.
Liverpool.
And that is coming from a United supporter. If there's any Liverpool supporters watching,
Best team in the world, remember. Supposed to be the best team in the
Supposed to
world.
be. Now you see,
Yeah.
they obviously with the injuries, with Van Dijk being out and Gomez and all of them.
but that's
So,
not an excuse.
but the same with every
That is
other
not
club.
an
If you take,
excuse.
yeah, it's not an excuse. You would take when Spurs didn't have Kane out for lengthy periods of time, then the other players must step up. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You can't rely on one or two players. But I mean, City is probably, in my mind, the only club in the Premier League that you can take three of the best players out and they will still perform at the peak.
But you know why?
Every other club, if you take three of the top players out, they will struggle for lengthy
Yeah, but
period
you
of
know
time.
why, Craig? City can take out three players because they got their second squad is good enough to win the league.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna go later to that. Why his team's doing so well, and I'm gonna prove this point that why I say money win trophies, and I'm gonna show you guys why I'm gonna prove a point to everyone that's watching. But Patricia, coming back to Arsenal. Now, Arsenal has never won the Champions League, has never won the Europa League. They are very, very good in domestic trophies. Yes, they won 2 European Cups, but that was way back when there wasn't the UEFA Cup in that. I think they won a Cup Winners' Cup and also the Fair Cups. Okay? You
Yeah.
can hear me, Patricia?
Yes.
So they've been very unlucky. They lost two.
Very, very unlucky. Very, very, very
Yeah,
unlucky.
they won two. They lost two Europa leagues. They lost a Champions
Final.
League final, and
Yes.
I can only say one Europa League a final. They were awful, and that was the one 2 seasons ago. Was the last
In
season.
Baku. The one in Baku against Chelsea.
There we go. So, do you think they have a chance to win this season? They actually have to win the Europa League to really qualify for the Champions League. What do you
But
think? Dennis says no.
of
Prove
course, he
Dennis
will say
wrong.
no now. His team is almost in the competition. But I think today is one of the most important match for Arsenal because honestly, they have to win the Europa League. They have to. I don't want to be in the Europa League next season. It's a distraction. Europa League is a very big distraction to teams. I don't want to
Now,
be in that team last season.
Patricia, I want to say
Yes.
something. I don't understand why you say that. If Arsenal lacks European trophies, don't you think that Arsenal supporters will be happy with a
Yes.
European trophy?
Let them.
They
I
lack
want.
European trophy.
Let me tell you this is why I say it's a distraction. Playing in Thursday, you have to be playing a cash up where teams already played in the weekend. You will be playing cash up. The pressure will be on you. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. This this Europa League, starting from today, is one of the most important match they have played so far this season. They should do everything they can to win it so that they will go to Champions League. If they can't win it, they shouldn't finish in a position where they will be playing Europa League next season. It's a distraction. I don't like that Europa League. You will be playing catch up to other teams
So
in the
what you're saying
weekend.
is you rather leave
They
European
should,
football
yes, they
than
should
qualify in
leave.
the Champions League.
Go to
I
the
so
league.
agree with you.
Go to the league, start afresh, play
But
proper league,
Nigel,
qualify to the top four. Instead of playing this cash up, honestly, I don't want to be in the Europa League next season. They should win it. They have to win it. They should win this Europa League competition. Go straight to Champions League next season. By then, they can start, being Arsenal I used to know, being Arsenal I want them to be. All these playing cash up in Sundays is a very big distraction to teams. Honestly, I know what I'm saying. I've been in Champions League for 2 seasons now. It's not a funny situation. Playing cash up put more pressure on you as a team, make you drop points, unnecessary points. And Arsenal know how to drop points. Whenever you see them, this is time they will do well. They will mess you up because
Now,
of this
Patricia,
Europa League.
I
Yeah,
just want to ask about this game. If you remember this game, it was the UEFA Cup, and when also lost on penalties. I think we were one of the best teams. I think Dennis and Craig, you guys would agree. Also was one of the best teams in the world. It was Canus, Overmars, Patrick Vieira. It was all of these guys. The same with the Champions League. Again,
against
the best,
Barcelona in
best place in the
2026.
world. Why do Arsenal always lose finals when it comes to European football?
It's luck. They don't have the luck they have with FA Cup. It's just luck. Like Benfica.
I think we lost.
That is,
There we go.
but they will get it right one day. It's
You
just
say
bad
this
luck.
season. Dennis, before we're
Yes.
gonna change the subject, I want to discuss this person. I know me and you always chat about it. Your defender, Maguire. Apparently, he owns a company, fridges. He owns company. They say that he's a fridge.
A few, yeah. Actually,
Why?
that's an insult. That's
Why
an
would you
insult
go?
to Patricia.
Why? I just want to explain me that though. Why you guys call Maguire a fridge?
Look, at the end of the day, Maguire was bought for his aerial ability and his strength. I mean, when we bought him, before we bought him, he was one of the best defenders in the world at the time. I mean, you all can agree they got to the semi-final of
Unless
the
he's
World Cup. With England, he got to the semi-final of the World Cup and he was one of the best defenders over there. So, I mean, when we bought him, I assume we were getting a top player. But ever since he came back from this whole Greece situation, he's been completely, I think he looks distracted. I think he's worried he's going to end up in prison over there for whatever happened. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're a footballer. You can't be distracted. I mean, the club's paying you millions upon millions, so you have to be focused. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's good enough to be captain of this great club. I mean, the past two games, there was an instance where he tried to protect the ball and he just fell over, thinking the referee would give him a free kick, and it never
Yeah,
happened. The referee just waved play on. And I
I
mean,
think.
as
I mean,
if you think
and it's
of if you think of past captains, Roy Keane, even Wayne Rooney, Pallister, Bruce, you know those Brian Robson, those kind of guys, they would
but,
never fall on the ground to get a
Dennis,
free kick from the
if you look
referee.
at each club, Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool, there's no captains really that stands out for me like back in the days, like the Roy Keanes, the Tony Adams, the Vieiras, I'm not sure, Craig, who was your top captain? Phil Campbell.
So Campbell, went to you.
I mean, who was your guys' history? Who was the captain that stood out through the years? I mean,
For me, for Arsenal, it's Patrick Vieira.
you want to tell me that Patrick Vieira is better than Tony Adams?
I said for me, it's Patrick
Oh,
Vieira. For me, that's
and
one of the best captain I have so far.
Craig, for Spurs, who is the best captain in your history, in your generation?
In my generation. Sure. Well, Gary Mapp at that time when he won was a great captain. It's just when I just started, you could see real leadership qualities. And then I also liked when Robbie Keane and Klinsmann, I remember. I know just for a short season, but just because of his status when he came over there, it was like a real. Nobody expected him to come to Spurs, and he came there and just lit up the lit up everything with Spurs, and I like that from him. But yeah, like you say, not much at the moment now. Lloris is our captain, but obviously Harry Kane is really the driving force, even though he's
I,
vice captain.
I would
He's a real
buy Harry Kane back.
he's a real driving force. He plays like he's heart out every game, no matter who we're playing. And so I'm happy with him.
He's a born Arsenal. His whole
No,
family.
someone put that jersey on his body.
Guys, I just want to show you this. As I googled some info today. I don't know why I came to this though, but it just popped out on when I was on a football site. And I want to show you guys this. It's all about the best, the richest clubs in the world. It's just not football. It's about the richest clubs in the world. That is baseball, NFL, whatever. But I want to show you where, what clubs is in the top 50. Now, if you're in the top 50, remember this: how many clubs out there in the world, right? Now, my question is, if these clubs have so much money, why are they not spending? Why are they not spending like the Real Madrids, the even Juventus? I promise you, I'm going to show you. Juventus is not even in the top 50. Clubs like Inter Milan is not in the top 50. Liverpool, not in the top 50 richest clubs in the world. So I'm going to show you guys this. Okay? You guys can see? Sorry. Okay, so there we have Dallas Cowboys, but I want to show you guys this here. Let's go down. Obviously, that is all. Basketball is quite. That's a rich club. Like the value is 4.4 billion. We're gonna go Real Madrid, number 6. They are obviously the richest club in the world at the moment when it comes to football. They are worth 4.2 billion. Then you go down Barcelona, another one, number 8. Manchester United, number 10. I'm not sure if you guys can see though.
No, we can't see. We're just seeing the first two.
Just hold on.
So is it Real Madrid and then United?
Real Madrid is the richest club in the world. And obviously United is number 10. They are worth 3.8 billion. And the Glazers bought them for 1.4 billion.
On debt.
Yeah. Obviously again, NFL. I just want to show you guys this. I know it's not football. In 1920, this guy, the McCoskey family, bought this club for $100.
Oh my word!
The Chicago Bears is now worth 3.55 billion.
Crazy.
That's quite a fortune.
Now I'm going to discuss this one, Patricia. You're going to be surprised. Let's go down, all the way down. Unfortunately, Craig, Spurs is not in here though.
I didn't expect them to be there.
Bayern Munich, number 24. Manchester City, obviously, they have to be in the top 50. They bought the club for 385 million. The club's value is 2.69 billion. Now, this club, okay, there's Chelsea, obviously, that's a no-brainer. Now, Patricia, Arsenal is in the top 50.
Wow.
World's richest clubs. We lost Patricia, but I want to discuss this with Dennis and Craig. Now, this question with what I have, and everyone knows this, it doesn't have to be an Arsenal supporter. Okay,
Wow.
Arsenal is in the top 50 of the richest
47.
clubs in the world. Why are they not spending the money?
The board.
Any
That's
guys can answer? Dennis, Craig, Patricia.
Arsenal has always been, from what I can remember, even with Wenger's days,
Yes.
they were always been like balancing the books and just making top four. But yet they still
Making
won a
sure.
lot of trophies, especially FA Cup. But like you say, they never spend big money on single players. I would always think, why didn't they buy a defensive midfielder like they did with like they had with Patrick Vieira and Emmanuel Petit, those type of players that always seemed lacking in their team. They always buy a lot of flair players, but also not stars. More players from that you don't really know. You only really find them out once they start to play in the Premier League. It's not like real known players like other teams would buy. And like you say now, they got all the money. It's strange that they're not spending it on the players and on the
The board.
wages.
I think it's the board. The board always maintain that they don't. They did not establish Arsenal to win trophy. The board
Mm.
said it clearly. They did not start Arsenal to win trophy. They are about the money, the profit. Once they balance their book, they don't care about the farms. I think the board is the issue here. They don't like spending too much money. They don't believe in trophy. They don't believe they believe in profit. That's why it's a merchandise club. It's a global club. The trophy
I
they
think,
made.
I think Patricia, Dennis, you would agree with me. I think Man United and Arsenal's got the same problem. With they have the money, but they don't wanna spend. Obviously,
I
United
think
spends more.
I think Man U is better. They spend if they see a player they want, they know where their problem is.
It seems like
They bring
Dennis
that
doesn't
player.
agree.
Yeah,
Man United spend much in player than
I
Arsenal.
think I
yeah.
think
Man
what the
United
issue is.
got on Pogba and on Maguire. They spent big on them.
Look, I
Even
agree.
on
United has spent millions, if not billions. But at the end of the day, there's no point in spending that money if your team can't challenge and win trophies. I think the main issue is when these guys buy these clubs, they purchase them as a profitable organization, not as a football club. So they don't have any knowledge of what these clubs mean to the fans or what they've actually done. All they see is they have a lot of fans, big following globally. So yeah, let's purchase it and continue that cash flow
What
in.
you're saying is, Dennis, Chelsea and City has got better owners. They're more passionate about bringing silverware.
I think they
I
have a
don't
better
yes,
Craig,
I think they have a better business
I
I
model
agree.
though. They have a better
look at
business
this here.
model.
This is the
I agree.
market value of
Chelsea
the.
and City definitely. I agree. Chelsea and City definitely. They will not spare a cent to spend on top players. If they want
Now,
somebody, they will go for them and they will spend whatever they need to get those players. You can just see by the players that Chelsea bought this season. I really thought they would be challenging. Well, they bought all that Werner and Havertz and all of those players coming in. Ziyech from Ajax. The problem they have is Thiago Silva. They're all top players. Where the other clubs like ourselves, we bought a lot of players, but they were not top top quality players. They're good players, but they weren't really, they still have to establish themselves. But like for
I think
instance,
Ginola,
Chelsea City, they will just go and spin. They don't care.
I think Ginola played for you guys, Tottenham Hotspurs.
Yes, yeah, one of my favorite players.
Yeah, that was my favorite player. I don't
Definitely one of
look.
my favorite.
That's the only guy I can remember. It's Sol Campbell and Ginola. Ginola was, I think he was brilliant at Spurs.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He wasn't there long though. If I'm correct, Craig.
No, he was there about I think 3 seasons. But yeah, he was brilliant for us at that time. Really, he was really. I think he won Player of the season of the year.
I
Premier
know.
League
I know.
both seasons that he was there.
I think every female out there had a poster of Ginola. If you guys can, if you guys can check this here, this is the market value of the squad. Okay, Liverpool, the market value of the team. Liverpool is number one. So their players is obviously If you want to buy them now, they're going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Then we have City.
Not since where they now 6th. I think that value has dropped a bit.
Yeah, I think Dennis, you're gonna upset the Liverpool supporters.
No, we gave them their time, Nigel. Last season we gave them their time. They said they're gonna do it again, so they need to bite the bullet now.
Okay, we have PSG. Obviously, they spend a lot of money on players, but they're underachieving in Europe. Maybe this year they would.
Pochettino there, eh?
Yeah, but he didn't win any trophies.
Yeah. Now I'm saying, is this
But
day now?
not gonna do anything in PSG. He's not gonna do anything in PSG.
Look here,
He
won
Barcelona last night.
Yeah.
He won a trophy at PSG.
Yeah.
I mean, I would coach PSG and I still win trophies. I would drink a cup of tea and sit there and do nothing.
They guaranteed to win the league there. So
He can win the league. He can win the league, but in Europe, I don't think Pochettino can take PSG to win any Champions League in Europe. No.
Well, they won Barcelona 4-1.
They can still win Barcelona 4-1. They do it every season.
Okay, so now we have Chelsea. That's 6 year. That's obviously market value. Spurs, the same, almost like United. Then we have obviously Arsenal there, 554 million. I would agree with this because they didn't buy much. They have more loan players than any other club.
Yeah.
Now this year,
Those wages.
There we go.
Wages, yes.
Now we have Everton, Leicester, and Wolves. Look the amount of their squad. So people always say, why is Everton doing well in this? Look at the amount of their squad. They in the top.
They did a very good job in the market during the season. Everton, they did a perfect job in the market.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are figuring out.
They're building a new stadium.
They bought a lot of players. They bought a new stadium. They spend a lot of money. I don't know why they are figuring out now. Inconsistency.
Yeah, we got another 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes left. It just shows you that if you're gonna be in the top 30 of the market
money. You have to spend money.
You are spending money. That means your players
spend money. You have to spend money.
They're not gonna sell their players for 20 million. They're gonna sell their players for over 50. I mean, how much did Jota cost? How much did they buy Jota for Liverpool? I mean, 30, 40 million?
30 odd, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So these clubs is not, if people say they're small clubs, they're not small clubs.
They're not small clubs. Look at Wolves.
So I have a last one here, guys. Now this is the amount of spend on transfers. You guys obviously know that who's number one.
Honestly, now we know now. Madrid.
So here we have
Premier League, City, obviously. Yeah.
City is obviously number one. I hope you guys can see. But look at Chelsea. Chelsea actually spend the most of any other English club. And who knew that? Hey?
Owner's ruthless. I say that owner's ruthless. He wants trophies.
Yeah.
Simple.
He wants trophies, yes.
So that's my point. Everyone that's watching the show, I wanted to prove a point. My point is that you need to spend money to win the biggest trophies. Look at the list. City, Barcelona, Chelsea.
And that's just the truth. If you're gonna win trophy,
PSG, United, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Inter. Okay, then we're gonna stop. I'm gonna mention Arsenal. Okay, they won the FA Cup last year. Bayern Munich. I'm quite surprised, guys. We have Bayern Munich,
Yeah,
number
Bayern Munich
50.
really develops.
And
They use a lot of the youngsters. They're not scared to do that as well.
so that's
Shoots
why I
good.
had an argument. I'm coming back to Dennis. Are they the best team in the world when it comes to Liverpool? I had an argument. The coach currently actually won more trophies than any other manager, if I'm correct, of Bayern Munich.
To club.
No. Bayern Munich, the current coach. He
Yeah.
won the Champions League.
He won 6 trophies. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
him
I
and
think,
Pep.
2 seasons. In 2
yeah, I
seasons.
think he,
No, one season.
Pep won at Barcelona the same amount of trophies. He won everything. So why isn't the last question before we go? I know there's a game starting at in 3 minutes time. Why is no one giving this guy respect?
I think he should have won Coach of the Year at these Coach of the Year awards. But I think Klopp won it. Which I don't understand. If you're
I
basing
think
it on a
Yeah,
season,
it's a FIFA thing.
you
It's not
basing it
about
on a
politics.
season,
All these
Klopp just
No
awards.
one,
won.
yeah, no one speak about this guy. No one's
no,
is
I
not.
really rate him highly. I really rate him highly. That
And I
coach,
think
because he came
it's his
in.
first it's
Yeah,
his
he was
first job as
unknown.
a coach. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, he was unknown
First
really,
job.
but his style of play and the way he approached is just you can see he's really focused and his attacking play. And to win a Champions League, the way he done it in the style he done it was amazing. The way he just walked over teams. They dominated every team that came across in
Yeah.
every round, every match. So I think, and like you say, they went on not just in the Champions League, the league as well, and every other trophy. I think he's a really good coach.
So I'm gonna predict you guys' score. You guys can predict your score tonight. Dennis, we're gonna start with you. Do you think United's gonna win tonight? And what's the score gonna be?
Um, like I told you in the beginning of the show, we have a very hard time against Spanish teams. So I'm hoping. Well, I can just see the players are coming out now. So I hope they can do it. It depends the team he's playing. I haven't checked the lineups. So I hope he plays a team that's gonna produce something and break this voodoo or curse that's hanging over their shoulders. So look, it's gonna be a tight affair. I'm hoping 1-0, 2-1. Yeah, I'll go with 2-1 to United.
Craig, Spurs.
I think this should be we should comfortably win this game. Wolfsburg is not such a well-known team. It's in Austria, and we're playing away, so I hope we can keep a clean sheet. But I'm very not so confident about doing that. So I will go with a 3-1 win for us.
Okay, we just Patricia, you
Yeah.
can hear me?
Yes.
What do you think the score is gonna be with Arsenal? I know Arsenal playing
3-1.
later.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1.
Yes.
Confident. He's confident.
Very confident.
He's going,
3-1
he's
Arsenal.
going for it.
I have
Going for
a
it.
very good record in Stadio Olimpica. So that stadium, I have a very good memory there. We are gonna
So
beat Benfica 3-1.
say all teams gonna progress, and there's a draw between United and Tottenham Hotspur. Patricia, what team would you love to draw? Man United or Spurs?
I think I'd rather draw United.
Why though? Why would you draw Spurs?
Derby. You don't want a
The trophy,
derby.
you have to be the best. Right now,
Oh,
Man United are very, very strong. So if you want to best leg, once you beat the best leg, you have a chance of winning a trophy. Don't play weaker teams and think you can win a trophy. Once you beat the big teams in the league, inside the competition, right now, United are more informed. They are much more informed than Spurs. So if you get a team that Man United and beat them, they have one step to the trophy.
I'll be honest though. Craig, I think you guys got a bigger advantage. Reason why? because of Jose. Jose is the only manager that won European trophies.
Yeah.
And Oli, Dennis, I'm not talking about players. I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won as a player, but I'm talking about the manager. I think Jose knows how to win European Cups. He done it with United. He done it at Real Madrid. I think,
Inter,
did he win it?
Porto.
Porto for his first trophy.
Porto and Inter.
He's got experience in European trophies. That's what I'm saying. I think he's got a better chance than Arteta and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not sure if you agree.
Well, I hope so, but it also does come on the players as well. How they react, like I said, to his methods and his approach. If they're gonna stick to it and not just do their own thing, then I think they stand a good chance. But if players are gonna start to, lose their heads because they're under pressure, then it will be difficult. But I think with him, he has that mentality, he has that experience, and he can take them through to lift the trophy. And I think they stand a good chance this season.
Yeah, I think he must have sold it.
Right? Sell the bus.
Hey guys, thank you very much. What we normally do on the show before we go, we normally advertise some small business in Cape Town. If you even not in Cape Town, if you're in any other country or province, you're welcome to send your small business. We will put it on the show just to show people what you sell in that. So the first one we have is, I think this is very brilliant. There we go. Get one now. It's customized team ottomans. I think you can, if whatever team you got, the Spurs, Arsenal, any club, this guy will make it. This Graham Julie. You can WhatsApp him on 083 937 9375. As you can see, the guy's work there is very, very genuine. I think it's brilliant. I think I need to get one though.
Yeah, looks cool.
Yeah, no. I've got pictures of a guy that actually bought by him. He's a Liverpool supporter, and he's got a whole like a man cave, just Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he actually made about 10 of these Liverpool seats, and I've got pictures of it. It looks so awesome. So that is Graham selling ottomans there for different clubs. We also have another one. So Craig, if you need a haircut or your wife needs a nice massage or a manicure there, we got this place here. It's called Even Steve AM Beauty. So guys, if you need a manicure there, if you don't have money, if you have a RCS card there, you can always purchase on your RCS card. You can do that as well. Yeah, no, you can pay your haircut off in 12 months.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, no. So that would be a special haircut if you can pay it off in 12 months. But you guys, you can go to Even Steve. This is the last one, guys. There we go. Guys, we have to support the small business. Out there. I mean, let's do it, please. So we have the last one. Let's go here. Guys, you know that the COVID is still out there. Hopefully it will be over soon, God willing. But please support. We trust it will be over. But please be safe. From Sebastian Peterson, he urges people to wear masks, to check your temperature, to wear gloves. He sells boxes of and sanitizer, liquid, thermometers, shoe covers, head covers, all there for in bulk. Guys, support Sebastian Peterson. We still know that the pandemic is still out there. Don't be arrogant about it. Please wear your mask wherever you go. If you see there's a large group, please wear your mask. You don't have to wear your mask when you watch a Spurs or Arsenal or whatever game. You can take your mask off, it's fine. So please support Sebastian Peterson on his business. There's numbers 0739175706. So guys, thank you very much. Patricia, if you can hear me. I think Patricia is guys, I do apologize. Patricia is way far. But Patricia, thank you very much. All the way from Nigeria. Hopefully we'll have more supporters on our show.
All right.
Great. Yeah, Patricia, thank you very much. You can hear me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no,
For
it's
the
not going to
pleasure
be
being
last
here.
time. So next time you're going to be on our show as well. I think when you're going to be on our show many times, and when also wins the Europa League.
I'm gonna celebrate with you guys. I'm gonna celebrate with you guys. Thanks.
Thank you very much,
Hello.
Patricia. Thank you very much. I hope your team does well tonight and also in the league. And Dennis as well. I hope United is Ollie's the new Ferguson.
Not looking good so far.
Dennis says not looking good. Thank you very much, guys. Welcome to the Foot Express Show. All the viewers out there, please subscribe to our channel. I urge you guys also to like our social media platforms. If you have any small business, please contact me on nlewin79@gmail.com. You can email me. You can email your flyer. I'll promote your business. But please subscribe. Tell your friends, subscribe to our show. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the game. I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, Nigel. Cheers, Dennis.
See you guys.